All right.
Yeah,
Good
sure.
evening, sports fans. Good evening, and welcome back to Let's Argue. Yep, it's been a wild weekend, and especially for teams that I support, it's been drama, it's been penalties, goals galore, and even some healing therapy for those Sevilla fans who got to smile because of my loss. Timo.
Oi. Yeah, sure. Tibolaba Ultra featuring Lebza the engineer, the mood engineer featuring Malungza. Welcome to Let's Argue. It's a new edition, and of course, there's chaos in England. Chelsea just gave us a reminder that Liverpool are not the real champs. The Chelsea are the world champs, while Spurs are quietly turning heads and are sitting third in the Premier League. Organjan Malungza.
Yeah, no, sure, Bafethu. Yo. And don't forget at home, the Carling Knockout Cup was pure Mzansi madness. Devon City, Gallants, Steadies, every game was a movie. It was very interesting to watch over the weekend, the Carling Cup knockout, gents.
Yeah, no, Ntwana, a movie is definitely correct because, when we look at the local, I was beaten. When we look at the global, I was beaten. And I'm not like Tabo to say, there was controversy or whatnot. I take a beating like a beating is supposed to be handed to me. So, you know what? Let's dive in. Let's dive in.
Yeah, sure. Carling knockout.
Lungster?
Friday started with fireworks. I think we saw Gavin Hunt's boys, Devon City, walloping the Polokwane City forward. My predictions were bad. I remember telling Tigo on Friday that I'm seeing Polokwane, Coach Puti pulling a good one on this one. But yeah, it was a shocker seeing Ugaba hitting a hat trick as a defender on the day. So those boys came to play. It felt like they were sending a memo to the whole PSL.
Yeah, well, you know what? They might have tried to remind us that at least Devon still rocks, but you know what? It's two very polar opposites, one in the sun without a beach and one in the sun with the beach. Clearly, Polokwane couldn't deal with the heat and the humidity of Devon. But Saturday, Orbit College went ahead and lost to TX Galaxy, a workmanlike win for Galaxy. And then Tibo's favorite team ever, Pirates, went ahead
Yeah.
and, beat Siwelele, but with a big shot, man. That kick deserves to win, whatever this cup is, Carling Cup shot of the year, because that was a serious kick. And that's all we expect from this guy because he looks so strong, like he looks so muscular. I'm sure even the ball, when it landed in the net, it was like, yo, I've been kicked today. So the Bucks keep
Hey,
saying
Lebza.
they're steady, they're dangerous. But then came golden arrows showing the league leaders, Sikukune, that Mangoba Mniti obviously knows what it feels like, to beat league leaders or champs because he used to be a champ himself. Tibo?
Yeah, sure. And then Mamelodi Sundowns, they also succumbed to Marumo Gallants. It was penalty drama, heartbreak, VAR, prayers, oxygen tanks. Listen, all sorts of things all in one match. Unfortunately for the Brazilians, they went down 6-7 to Marumo Gallants, who put on a valiant effort to make it through to the next round against the best team in the country.
Yeah, no, for sure. Gallants deserves flowers for that. I think it was interesting to watch how they managed to contain the game against, the best team in the country. Um, Holding off the Brazilians under pressure like that, it was very interesting. The guards they've shown, real Mzansi football on the day. Lebza.
And they say Sunday is for lovers, but clearly the W did not love me on a Sunday because both my teams lost on a Sunday. Thibaut, this must have been your biggest hate watch ever. So Sunday, Richards Bay first of all went ahead and gave four to Cheaper United. And then, Kaiser Chiefs are the type of team that kicks themselves in their own butt, man, because they had won the match. They had won the match, but they decided to sub someone in who hasn't even kicked the ball to go kick a ball to try and make us win to go through to the next round. So, yeah, truly, truly some drama there. Even the goalkeeper not wanting to come out, but then he served the first penalty. Like it's just all round madness. And then Makesi and Amazulu also gave us, quite a very interesting match. You can say cup football at its best for real.
No, honestly, local football energy this past weekend, I'm telling you, was magnificent. And I think
Mara,
we need more of that type of
just
football.
say you are happy. Just say you are happy Chiefs lost. I haven't heard you. I know you can't wait to say it,
No,
you know?
no, 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 what? Me have one request from you, Lebs. And please stop talking like someone who just got knocked out of a tournament. Please, man. Please,
You know what?
please.
Let's go to the EPL because at least things started looking well there. So in the EPL, the script writers never rest there because it was definitely drama, upsets, and all of those. Thibaut, how did you see it?
Yeah, Leeds United took on Tottenham Hotspur at their stadium. Spurs are flying high. They're sitting third on the table. They are consistent. They are calm, and they are deadly. Most of all, and Postecoglou would be very proud of the manner in which that they are approaching the game and how they are playing in this particular campaign.
And then Arsenal 2 to West Ham 0. So clearly, Mikel Arteta. Remember, Thibaut, you saying Mikel Arteta can't win the league or something like that. You know how you
Yeah,
have the haters badge of the year. So the Gunners are currently on top of the food chain. They look mature now. There's no chaos, obviously, and you can see Saliba and them there at the back. Strength, control. Lungster, let me just add you in here. What did you think of the Gunners' title charge?
Yeah, no, I think they had to stamp authority in making sure they collect maximum points on the day. As much as you're saying that Timo hates the Gunners, but I think in reality they played extremely well on the day and they deserve the full 3 points.
Oh, yeah. Thibaut?
no, guys, Skis, no, please don't misunderstand me. Don't misinterpret anything I say. I do not hate Arsenal or their coach. I just feel that with the sizable investment that they've made over the last 6 years, that they need to have some identity to their football. They need to start producing some trophies. And I still stand by that. I'm glad that they're doing well now. It's still the early part of the season, but we've seen over a long period now that teams like Manchester City, that teams like Liverpool, once they get to December, they will go on a 30 to 40 game winning run unless they meet Real Madrid in the Champions League. They'll be beating everyone, you know. So I'm not. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not writing off Arsenal, but I feel like this season, without a shadow of a doubt, they need to win the league. Otherwise, they need to reconsider Mikel Arteta. That is all.
And then the United match, do you feel that they are back?
No, I feel like Sunderland just bought Ruben Amorim another 4 weeks or at the helmet Old Trafford. Hey, the dude just
Yeah.
needs to breathe. Plus, it's an international break that we're going into now. So I think the poor man, he deserves a break. He deserves a breather. Obviously, things will kick off again once we come back from the international break. I think Manchester United did everything that they needed to do to get a consummate victory there with a professional performance from all the players, and they kept a clean sheet. So you can't ask for more than that.
No, definitely. Then the blockbuster on Sunday, basically this one just turned everything on its head with Chelsea going ahead and giving Liverpool two. And I'm sure everybody that supports Liverpool thought, Chelsea don't show up. They won this Club World Cup and now they are fine. They don't want to win anything else. But this match was definitely end to end chaos. And there was goals. Obviously, if you're Liverpool, then there's controversy, but Chelsea definitely look hungrier. They should be. They haven't been eating at all. So they definitely woke up as world champs.
No, definitely. I think they did well to actually find a way to win this game because things haven't been going well for Chelsea as of late. So
Mm.
I think for the world champs to find a way to beat the champions of the English Premier League, that's something that they can really build on and look forward ahead, to get more results like that. After that, we saw Brentford entertain Manchester City. Erling Haaland is in sensational form. He cannot put a foot wrong. He keeps on
Mm.
scoring, and in this particular game, he did everything needed for City to get the 3 points.
No, definitely. Lungs.
Yeah, I think so. Basically, gents, to be quite honest, the Premier League is Haaland's gym and everyone's else street test. I think
No,
Haaland,
definitely.
whenever he's given a small opportunity,
Yeah.
he definitely ensures that he converts those chances.
Exactly that. If maybe Haaland can borrow one of his soccer boots to a Kaiser Chiefs player, we can get 3 points. But anyway, Thibaut, La Liga handed us amazing times. What do you have to say there?
La Liga is the league of the stars. La Liga gave us another wild ride. We kicked things off with Athletic Bilbao entertaining Real Mallorca. It was another classic Basque derby with the 3 points going in the direction of Bilbao after they scored 2 goals against the one that Real Mallorca scored. And then Real Madrid entertained the Yellow Submarine with Vinicius Jr. in full
Another
samba mode.
penalty.
He managed to score a brace, Lebza. He managed to score a brace. And with Kylian Mbappe scoring a third goal after a beautiful assist from Brahim Diaz. And the shocker, I think, for this week in La Liga, it was definitely at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, where Sevilla saved all of humanity by managing
Ah,
to score 4 goals against a Barcelona side. This Sevilla side was led by Alexis Sanchez, and Hansi Flick had no answers. Hansi Flick had no way to deal with the Sevilla attack. As
you
a
know what?
neutral fan, I think we'll be very glad with what Sevilla has given us this weekend because we have a moment to breathe and to escape the noise pollution. Oranja
But
Lungster.
you are not a neutral fan. You are not a neutral fan. So just don't even say you're neutral. We knew that this time you were wearing Sevilla's colors the whole time. I'm sure you even still
No,
wearing a
I know
vest.
Lungster agrees with me, Lebza. I know Lungster agrees with
Mm.
me, Lebza.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
okay.
again,
Me, I've got the subscribers here that agree with me. So anyone that's watching the show right now agrees with me. But anyway, to you haters, I'm sure you're like Zavi sitting somewhere there smiling, saying, "See, Flick, it's not as easy." Because even Zavi, remember, he did well in his first season, and then when it came to his second season, the wheels started coming off. But we didn't even have our best players, man. Rafinha, the best player we have, right? According to you, Tibo, is wasn't there. But anyway, Lungs, let's hear from you.
yeah, no, Lebza, you on Tibo there. But I must say, Sevilla didn't just win; they exercised something there. It was very interesting to watch. That was spiritual warfare, I must say. It was very interesting on the day.
Hi, let's go to the most uninteresting league, but Tibo loves it. Let's just hear about Serie A.
Yeah, Syria, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, one of the best leagues in the world. We saw Internazionale entertaining Cremonese. It ended in a 4-1 victory for the Nerazzurri. Christian Kibu's men look like a prime Mourinho Inter side. And then we had Atalanta entertaining Como. It was a tactical chess game between both sides, with Cesc Fabregas unable to bring an upset to the Bergamo side. Then on Sunday, we saw Fiorentina entertaining AS Roma. The Romans are rising again. They managed to claw back and win the game against the Viola. And then we had the champions Napoli entertaining Genoa, and Antonio Conte's men continue to find a way to win games. Hoyland and De Bruyne are in sync. You can see it's that
Yeah,
Manchester
wait. While you're
connection
there,
right there.
while you're there, so is Serie A easy then? Because De Bruyne was struggling last time. Hoyland, we don't even want to talk about his struggles at Man United. So is it that Serie A is just so simple? Nje? You just even an oldie like what's his name, Modric, is also thriving now.
What I will say to you, the Serie A has had 6 different winners for the last 6 years. The Serie
Mm.
A. The Serie A is not like a farmers league like the Premier League, where a Manchester City are bulldozing everyone and they are the only winners. The last six
Ah,
years, Serie A have had 6 different winners. So you can make of that what you will. And lastly,
but
we had a boring derby d'Italia between Juventus and AC Milan. The game really didn't live up to the hype. It really flattered to deceive. There were a lot of yawns there, I think, for the neutral, if anyone was watching the game, as the highly billed derby ended in a nil-nil draw.
you see, Serie A football is the football version of booking a vacation and then finding out at that hotel that the swimming pool doesn't work. Like really flatters to deceive. Aye.
I
Yeah,
give up.
I must say, those are just facts. So much build up, zero splash.
Zero splash for real, my brother. Zero splash. But if we look at the three leagues right now, um, what was the match of the Carling Cup? Which match would you say was the match of the Carling Cup? I want to get from each of you. Let's start with you, Thibaut. What was your match of the Carling Cup on the weekend?
I want to say Golden Arrows, but Devon City also scored 4 goals.
Mm.
But you can't shy away from Kaiser Chiefs losing again. I mean, there's nothing better than that, honestly. Honestly,
Lungster,
there's nothing better than that.
let's get your educated opinion and leave this guy.
Yeah, I think I got my, Libs, on Friday. I got my predictions wrong. I didn't
Yeah,
see Mangoba Mniti, beating Eric Tinka on the day. I
yeah,
think it was a game of two halves for me. Golden Arrows and Skukuni was the game. In all fairness, I think how Skukuni came out in the first half, they were very interesting. They should have maybe scored 3 or 4 goals, but they could not,
mm,
convert their chances. And I think the Arrows, the Fanabis 10, they came gun blazing in the second half,
yeah,
resulting in them, equalizing and actually then finishing the game off with those high school errors that Kukuni made on the day.
yeah.
So for me, that was the game. That was the game for me overall over the weekend in the Carling knockout.
I think what was nice about that match is because they both like playing carpet football. So they
Yeah,
both were, trying to outplay each other. And I'm sure maybe that's why Sikukune also lost because Golden Arrows do it very well. They know how to keep the ball on the floor. Hence, they are called the Panabis 10. You know, my match of the weekend definitely that one. I think definitely stands out. I like how when Mangoba Mniti is got a personal vendetta with a certain team, he definitely
yeah,
plays well. Just like how he did it with against Sundowns the other day. He also beat his old employers because he was angry. So he must just try to channel that motivation when he's playing a personal match to every match. And then Lungster,
yeah.
let's start with you. EPL. Which one was your match of the weekend in the EPL?
Yeah, I think Liverpool versus Chelsea. You know, I think Chelsea for me, they actually lived up to show that they are world champions. Because I didn't see them beating, Liverpool on the day. But yeah, I think that was my match for the weekend indeed. Yeah.
Thibaut?
Oh yeah, no, I agree with Lungster. It was definitely the Chelsea and Liverpool tie. I think Chelsea rose to the occasion and it was some top billing action, end to end stuff. I think
Yeah.
everyone can be happy with the drama and the action that they saw on the pitch from that game.
Yeah. No, definitely that was the match of the weekend. But I also have to give it to Spurs, man, how they are maintaining this momentum. But we remember even last year with the Eng, they started well, and then the air started getting out of the balloon as time went. So let's just see how it actually goes. And then La Liga, Thibaut, you're not allowed to say the Barcelona versus Sevilla match was your favorite match.
But why? But why?
Because that
No, but
promotes hate watching. It promotes hate watching.
no, Lebza, rivalries aside, that was really the best game because for me, I wanted to see what Alexis Sanchez was gonna do against his former club
Mm,
being Barcelona. I didn't anticipate that things were gonna go in that way. To be honest with you,
mm,
I thought maybe Barcelona, would put on, a good enough result, maybe to win 2-1. 4-1 is crazy. And if you watch that game, Sevilla could have scored way more goals. So
mm.
definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, it was the Sevilla and Barcelona game. Of course, I mean the cherry on top is watching the eternal rival lose. So you can't now say that I can't. Yeah.
Well, we know that you just keep getting free penalties. But we'll leave that. We'll leave that.
La la
Looks growing up.
la.
Which match stood out for you in La Liga?
I'll go with Sevilla as well. I think it was a
Yeah.
surprise for me. I didn't foresee Barcelona losing this one. I'm not a hater, and I'm not a Real Madrid fan like Utilos, but I must say, Sevilla, gave us a shock of an outcome of the weekend in the Spain League.
Yeah. No, they
And how
just
about you,
finished.
Lebza?
Yeah, no, my match of the weekend, bruh, was what you call this thing, Bilbao versus Mallorca, because I hated my match yesterday. I'll just have to choose another team for no reason. Because when I was watching my match yesterday, man, first of all, they were not even playing the way Barca plays. It's like they forgot. It's like they took the wrong boots to the match. So I really don't understand what was happening. So that was the worst match of the week for me. But
Where
Real
was
Madrid,
Lamin?
Lamine is injured, bruh. Lamine is injured, but don't worry, he's coming back. He's coming. He's gonna come back for the Clasico. Just watch. Just watch. Him and Rafinha come back for the Clasico so that we go back on top. But we'll jump Serie A because I don't even think there was a favorite match there. I'm kidding, Tibo. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Aye. No, my favorite game from the Serie A was Atalanta and Como.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see Cesc Fabregas show us the true level of his Como side, and the way that game played out, they really were going blow for blow with Atalanta.
Yeah.
It really wasn't a tie where I can say that one team had one up over the other. It was
Yeah.
really a game where both teams were going blow for blow against each other. So that was definitely my favorite game.
All right. Well, guys, let's look forward now. There's World Cup qualifiers coming up next. We definitely won't waste our time speaking about the World Cup qualifiers in Europe, playing against Andorra, Liechtenstein, Georgia. What's another one? These guys that
Albania.
have no Albania. These guys that have normal jobs. Basically, after playing the match, they have to go change into uniform to go work at the bank. Really? What type
Yeah.
of a World Cup qualifier is that? But we're going to start right here at home. Our neighbors Zimbabwe owe us one because, hey, man, we are neighbors. We need 3 points here, okay? So we're going to first play against Zimbabwe on Friday. And then from there, Nigeria and Lesotho obviously will have a match. But we know Lesotho are also people who have another job because I don't think Lesotho team is just like full time. I think they also work somewhere, maybe because Standard Bank or call center, and then weekend they go play a match. Anyway, I'm kidding to the Lesothians. Um, so hopefully, Lungster, Bafana give us what we need, and hopefully Lesotho maybe takes away some points from Nigeria so that they don't become a threat. Hey, Lungster.
Yeah, I think for me, yeah, I think for me, I think Bafana, they have it all in their hands in making sure
Yeah.
that we need to keep our composure. Zimbabwe are unpredictable. I think majority of that team, it's players that have previously played here in Mzansi, and we know them very well.
Mm.
And I think Nigeria's tech can end games before halftime. I think on paper they are so good, but we know at times they cannot live to the expectations as we've seen in the previous matches. But I
Yeah.
think with Bafana, losing those 3 points, it opens up the group so wide that any team can go through and be number one. But I think we have it in our hands in winning against Zimbabwe.
Yeah. Tibo?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I just want to say this. Personally, I hate these mid-season breaks because of these World Cup qualifiers or these international or these friendlies. These qualifiers actually deserve a full month or a month and a half at the end of the season, to give the players a rhythm when they are with their national team, also to give respect to the national teams as a whole. But anyways, it won't change anytime soon. I think another thing that we haven't been saying, guys, is that all these games they look like they're like in our backyard. Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Nigeria. It's like we are playing like a different type of Safa Cup here.
Definitely, but we're gonna hope the luck of Pirates rubs off getting free penalties, because I'm also like you, Tivo. These national team breaks, man. Everyone needs a break. I think we need the nations to breathe and the clubs to rest, because picture now, Pirates players, Sundowns players come off a Carling Cup match. Even in Europe, Liverpool and Chelsea players come off a very tough match. Then they're going to run to their national teams, and maybe they're not fit enough to play well. So I think they
Mm.
do deserve a full month, like you've said, because it's like pulling a Ferrari off the freeway just to do a tire pressure change. Because imagine right now, you saw what it did to Etikite. Etikite went off to a national break. When he came back, hasn't been the same. You see, and what happened to
Mm.
Gavi? Gavi went to Spain, came back injured. He's not playing. Even Lamine, same type of thing. So it does sometimes ruin the league when the people come back or make the league interesting. Let's hope maybe Mbappe is injured. Let's hope Vinicius Jr. maybe is injured. I'm not wishing bad on your team, but I'm just saying, Jay, if we look at it in that angle, it could work for us. So, guys, Lungsta and I have prepared something for you, our viewers. First of all, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share with your friends. We did say your friend's our friend, and even the guy you don't like, send it to him, man, so you can come and watch and hate us together. Because we love arguing here. So I just wanted to have the guys argue against my World 11 that I've put together. You see, so Tivo. Lungster, let me know what you think of my World 11 here. Let's say there was a World
Yeah.
11 that was going to play against a local PSL 11, right? So tell
Oh,
me what you think of
Yeah.
my World 11. Goalkeeper, I go to Donnarumma because that guy can stop. That guy can stop shots. He might not be able to start it from the back like how Barca coaches like, but he knows how to stop shots. Defender, I say there, I put Kunde and Davies as my, what you call this thing, left back and right back. And then I put Rudiger and Saliba in the center. Look at me, I chose a Real Madrid player. Hey, Thibaut, huh?
Yeah, hey,
Rudiger
hey, my
and
mouth is
Saliba
shut.
there.
My mouth is shut.
And then in the midfield, I put Jabulani Pengu.
I
And then obviously I did not want to dismiss Syria and say that they are not a tough league. So I put De Bruyne since he's currently on form in Syria. So I
yo,
insert him. And then I also insert the best midfielder in the world at the moment, Pedri, so that he's also there to help, keep the ball and, share it with Jabulani Pengu and De Bruyne. And then obviously in terms of the strikers right now, I do think Haaland currently just scoring for fun. Even Mbappe currently kicking penalties in for fun. And then Saka has come back with quite a lot of fitness and quite a lot of hunger. I think just knowing that Madueke is on the bench waiting to take his spot has really fired him up. Now he's getting consistent every match. So yeah, that's my team. Mbappe, Haaland, Saka in the front, Bellingham, De Bruyne, Pedri in the middle, Kunde, Davies on the left back and right back, and then Rudiger, Saliba protecting Donnarumma goal. What are your thoughts, Thibaut? Let's start with you.
how do you pick Pedri over Vitinha?
Because Pedri is better than
Pick
Vitinha.
Pedri over Vitinha. And,
Then we must swap. Then we must take out Bellingham for Vitinha.
never, Bob. Never. Lebza, last week PSG played Barcelona on Barcelona's turf, and they
guess
took
what? Pedri
off.
still scored more points.
Lebza. Last week, Barcelona entertained PSG. They took Pedri off, and they left Vitinha to direct the traffic, to pull the strings in the game. That's all. That's the only thing I will say.
Yeah.
Everything else I'm fine with, but this one of Pedri, I'm not sure.
No, Pedri is the best
Rafinha
midfielder in the world right now.
In fact, how do you even pick Saka over Rafinha?
Rafinha is currently injured, bruh. He's currently injured. That's why I didn't even pick Lamine, because they are currently injured. So I'm picking guys that can get in same time and play today.
Yeah, but I must come in there, Lebza. Yeah, Thibaut, I must come in there. I also agree with Thibaut. I think Vitinha is the current best midfielder, in Europe. So for you omitting him in the World 11, Lebza, I know. No, I think you need to revisit your World 11, but.
Then we can remove Bellingham. Let's remove Bellingham. You see, let me just remove Bellingham. Let me just remove Bellingham here and put Vitinha. You see, Vitinha there. Vitinha, now it's Vitinha, De Bruyne, and Pedri. No more Bellingham. I agree with you guys. Bellingham was wasting space there.
I never.
All right, Lungster, can you give us your World 11? Obviously, make it your own, bruh. What's your local 11 that can challenge that team?
Yeah, I think I'll splice it up with young blood. So obviously we'll start with the best goalkeeper in Mzansi, Ronnie Williams.
Yeah,
I think that's an obvious one, right? No one can debate that.
Yeah.
My right back, I'll have Khuliso Mudau. And then in my left back, we've got this boy. I call him Mfano Petushugel.
Yeah.
Opri Mudiba.
Yes.
Consider Opri on the left.
Yeah.
And then I think in the left center back, I will go with Urashun Dudley.
Yeah.
And then I'll utilize Umbogazi as a right center back.
Yeah.
I think everyone, upon you also alluding with that sculpture that he scored on Saturday, I think the boy is doing wonders there at Orlando Pirates. And then moving to my midfield, My CM will be Tebogo Mokoena. And then I'll have Utemba Zwane in front of Utebogo. And then I will use I'll consider, because I'm saying that we need to utilize young blood. I think we'll consider Umabena as well. Umabena
Okay.
giving a chance. And then forward 3, I will consider Maswanganye Apolis as well as Ushaluli.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that will be my local 11.
But Donna, are you going to leave out Reinas? What about Reinas?
Yeah, I think Reinas, will be in my bench, right? But I think Ushasha, has that firepower up front. He provides the necessary pressure in defense. He makes defense work. So looking at that world 11, I think Ushasha will be best fit in the attack.
Really?
Really current is of form, and he recently also got injured, right?
Then I number 20. Let's rather take number 20 from the what you call under 20 World Cup. Let's take number 10, Gonje. What's his name? The one that plays for Chiefs. Center. Tibo. I can see you agree. I can see you agree.
That's better. One time.
Are you referring to Serena?
No. Number 10 where so is squad. Say under 20. But if you like
Mfundo. You're referring to Mfundo.
Yeah. Yeah, bon.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
but
I can promote.
I can definitely. No, definitely, chance. I can like imagine this game at the FNB, ne? Boma Erling Haaland versus Mdau, Shalulile versus Rudiger. I mean, that's not football. That's like cinema right there, But
Yeah,
I guess
sure.
maybe in a fantasy metaverse, then this would be possible.
No, definitely. I'd sell naming rights to the match faster than Kaizer Chiefs change coaches, Nyakchela. Because this one would attract everybody. Yeah. And then Malungza, who scores first?
Hey, but it's a tough one. Looking at the world 11 up front, I'm seeing my local 11 conceding.
Conceding first, ne?
Yeah.
And who would be their scorer? Would it be Mbappe or would it be Statue Haaland? Or maybe the midfield. Pedri can come in there with an amazing shot since Thibaut likes him,
Yeah, man.
Pedri Namaji.
Haaland with a half chance is always gonna convert.
Yeah.
True story.
Hey, but if Shahid was doing this World 11, guess who'd be here? Doku.
Jeremy Doku, Baba. Jeremy Doku.
I know, Shahid, I know you're watching, man. That joke was for you, man. So, guys, as we close it off, flop and prop of the week. Thibaut, flop of the week for you?
Flop of the week, first and foremost, we have Kaizer Chiefs. Again, they're doing everything to go lower and lower and lower and lower. Like they are outdoing themselves, actually. Our second option is Barcelona's suicidal high line. This suicidal high line really cost them against Sevilla and also against the PSG midweek, but against Sevilla, they were really put to the sword. And lastly, the third option is the international break, which is an absolute vibe killer. What's your take, James?
No.
Flop of the week.
Nantana, my flop of the week, definitely Barcelona's high line. First time I select my team as a flop of the week, but they deserve it for the way they showed up yesterday. Lungsta, your flop of the week?
Yeah, I think I'll also go with Barcelona in Europe. Locally, I'll go with Mamelodi Sundowns. I think I even mentioned last week Friday that the coach is skating on thin ice. So I think that will be Mamelodi Sundowns local.
So who's gonna be fired first? Is it the Sundowns coach? Is it Ruben Amorim? Or is it the Kaizer Chiefs duo of assistant coaches? Who's going first?
I'll go with the Kaizer Chiefs duo. I think they're really struggling there. And there's so many coaches available, right? So there's already rumors around Beats coming in. So we shall see. But for me, I think the Chiefs, they need to reshuffle their technical team and get someone that is going to make sure that the team starts winning games.
All right. When Thibaut, you didn't select. Is it Chiefs? Is it Barca? Or is it the international break? Or maybe you have your own, like the penalty you received.
Nah, for me it's the international break. The international break kills the rhythm of the players, of the clubs. Sometimes the players, they even come back injured from these friendlies that they play. Nah, me the international break. That's my flop of the week. Because now we gotta find different things to do with our time. Some people are gonna to start talking to their girlfriends. Some people are going to discover new things in their relationship because there's no real football anymore.
No, definitely. This is the week that our wives are going to get attention because, we won't be rushing to watch other countries, playing. Once we've watched Bafana, we are
Albania.
Wow, Albania versus France. Uzbekistan versus Turkey. Really. Lungster, talk to us about our options for props of the week.
Props of the week, I think, Devon City, absolutely electric. Marumo Gallants, Warriors of note. And Sevilla restoring world peace, one goal at a time.
Lungster, you are just joining the party, but now you are definitely now on the side of Thibaut.
It's just props. It's just props, Labs are hardy, Bob.
I'm totally disappointed, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not happy about Lungster's contribution here. But my prop of the week will definitely go to Marumo Gallants because Sundowns was there. I think they probably underestimated Marumo and they thought they were just going to pick up an easy passage to the next round. But let's not talk about Sevilla restoring world peace one goal at a time because Real Madrid are still getting penalties. Thibaut, your prop of the week?
My prop of the week is definitely Alexis Sanchez leading this Sevilla side to world peace. This Sevilla side has done more work than UNICEF. This Sevilla side has done more work than the United Nations Organization. This Sevilla side has done more work than Elon Musk.
Okay, Lungster, before he says more, which one is your prop of the week?
So it's prop of the week, right?
Yeah.
I've already shared the Devon City.
Oh, the Devon City one, yeah. Sorry, Duane, it's Thibaut just confusing me, talking about Sevilla so much, one after another. But in closing, to all of our viewers, thank you so much. Click on that subscribe button. Tell your friends about us. What a weekend we've had. Goals, guts, and gallants. The break is here. Not that we invited this break, but football never sleeps. We shall see you on the other side of the international break. Thibaut.
We'll be back after the qualifiers to unpack who made statements and who made excuses.
Lungster?
Yeah, and if Chiefs lose again, we might need to start praying in line.
Mm. Yeah, no, I can see today's roast meat day because I had a terrible weekend. I'll be back after the international break and after I see my psychologist. If they can help me deal with this pain right here. But this has been Let's Argue, you know, where opinions tackle harder than Bafanda's midfield. Good night to everybody on this Monday night show. It's Lungsta, it's Tipsa, and it's the Mood Engineer. Gents.
Yeah, sure. Timo Lava Ultra, featuring Malungza, featuring the Mood Engineer. We'll see you again on Friday night for another edition of Let's Argue. Yeah, sure.
Thanks, gents, for a great show. See you on the other side. Have a great one.
Remember to argue responsibly. See you after this week. Cheers.